You guys, I had a funny dream last night. Actually, no, that's a lie. It wasn't last night, it was the night before last, and I forgot to tell you guys. I had a dream that I hosted a... This is gonna sound so silly. I hosted a ghost tour, even though I'm a ghost. I hosted a ghost tour at some, like, mansion. And then I posted about it on Twitter. And I was just like... I wonder how many people are gonna come to my ghost tour. And then the day happens, and I was just like, whoa, there's a lot more people than I expected. and I was like, the mansion's not that big. And so me and my mom, I think it was. Sorry, the details are a little fuzzy because it was the other day that I dreamt this. We were like, okay, let's figure out how to split people. How many like people per group, and everybody will travel as a group, and I'll like hop between groups so I can say hi to everybody. And we were discussing it, and everybody who came for the tour all just went inside the mansion and just started the tour anyway. And I was like, after I finished figuring out all the math, which took me an exceptionally long time, because literally everybody was gone, and then I also left too. Like, I think I had to leave the premises to consult someone else to figure out how to divide these groups, because I remember having to take like an Uber back to, which I'm banned from Uber. I say Uber, I don't use Uber because I'm banned from Uber, but it's just easier to say. I remember my Uber driver being like, oh, that mansion is haunted. I was like, I know. And I don't know why I'm banned from Uber. I don't know. I didn't do anything. They just banned me one day. I probably haunted too much or something. I don't know. Anyway, I get back to the mansion, and everybody's gone, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And so I was like, okay, I'll go in, and it's not that, it's a mansion, but it's not like the biggest mansion in the world, and there were so many people. I'll surely be able to run into somebody quickly. And I go in, and nobody's there, and I'm like going through every room, and I'm like, where is everybody? And I go into the basement, and I go into the basement, and I go into one room. The basement has so many rooms. It's like a very liminal space. Feels very back rooms-ish. And I open up a door, and I see 3 people in the room. 2 are VTubers. One is a VTuber that I recognize. And one is a VTuber I think I made up in my head. And then the third is a celebrity. And it was the VTuber I recognize is Chio Chompy. I love her. Oh, sorry, that was my controller disconnecting. I watch her streams all the time. And no, it wasn't Ryan Gosling. You'll never. It wasn't Orion. It was Eminem. And like Chio and the other VTuber are like face in the corner for some reason, like Blair Witch Project style. But Eminem is conscious, and he follows. I was like, oh hey Eminem. And he follows me out of the room, like, uncomfortably close. And I was like, Eminem, can I help you? He was like, Mint, you haven't complimented how I look today. Do I look good today? And I was like, what do you mean, Eminem? And he was like, I wore this Final Fantasy shirt for you. That's exactly what Eminem would say. Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh yeah, looking sharp, Eminem. And that was my dream. Are you sure it was the real Slim Shady? Maybe. He could have been just... I called him Eminem first, so... I'm sorry I turned up late. Is she describing a dream? No, this happened in real life. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was a dream. So, Eminem, I like your Final Fantasy t-shirt. I didn't think that he wanted a compliment, though. Eminem's a little clingy, maybe. Snap back to reality. I'm not the father, sorry. I'd want a copy of this dream in DVD format, please. It's crazy is because it's one of those types of dreams that I can still see visually in my head. Right now. Minto didn't have anyone to take on her ghost tour. Eminem, now this looks like a job for me. It feels like one of those Scooby-Doo collaboration episodes.